Now, your WSFA First Alert weather with meteorologist Gunter.
5:15 in the morning. Now is a live look outside. ASC Credit Union Camera Network here in downtown Montgomery from the RSA Tower camera as we get moving on this Tuesday morning. We're seeing a lot more clouds out the door this morning. Clouds act like a blanket. Not a blanket keeps you warm at night. Well, clouds keep us warm overnight as well. It doesn't allow the heat to escape, and that's why we're seeing a lot of temperatures right now coming in the 60s and 50s. Getting ready to head out the door for work or getting ready to head to school a little bit later on. We are talking about a lot of wet roadways out there, so you have to give yourself a little extra time. Remember, the speed limit on the roadways is for perfect, ideal conditions, and this is not perfect. I don't want anyone hydroplaning out there. Give you a first alert heading out the door this morning. Dense fog advisory for the southern half of the state. This will go until 9, 10 o'clock, depending on the county that you live in, but still, nevertheless, want to give yourself extra time as you head out the door. This spring feel in the air is here to stay, at least for the next 7 or so days.
You say deal with it. I say enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
I like to deal with it. I would love to deal it out longer, but we all know all good things will come to an end eventually. But I'm more focused on Saturday because I'm giving you a first alert. This is what we're watching for, our next severe weather threat. Here's the latest update from the Storm Prediction Center out of Oklahoma. They have actually expanded the level 4 risk to include every county we cover now across central and south Alabama. Saturday's the first alert weather day because we're tracking significant severe weather chance as we roll toward the weekend. Let's get right into the details of our Saturday system. Timing, well, the worst of it looks to arrive Saturday afternoon and night. Threats, all modes of severe weather are possible, including tornadoes, damaging wind, and hail. And you see all the white flashes there. That indicates the lightning. So these are electric storms, and we're also seeing the potential for damaging wind gusts, hence the severe thunderstorm warnings. Also, the hail threat. We could see that as well. I am seeing a couple tornado warnings along the line, so a quick spin-up tornado is possible. So definitely stay first alert, aware, and ready today.
Now, WSFA 12 News starts with breaking news.
Good morning. Meteorologist Gunter here in the Vance Law Firm Storm Track Zone. It's just about 4 o'clock in the morning, and we have a tornado warning that was just issued for Bullock and Macon counties. Keep in mind, this is a snapshot from radar. The radar scans around, swings around, looking for what's happening in the storm cell itself, and it pulls the data back into the radar site and gives us this image. So this is a moving storm at 35 miles per hour. So just because we're seeing it just to the west of County Road 185 right now doesn't mean that it's already tracking closer and closer to that at the moment. We still have camera at this site, but I'm not really seeing lights all that much of the city, minus the car that's driving. That should not be driving there. This is near the Days Inn here in Troy along U.S. Highway 231. Very difficult to see anything except for when the lightning lights up, but I'm noticing the, whoa, look at that flash. We're noticing the box here flashing. That's indicating that they're considering this a confirmed tornado, so this is nothing to play around with. We have to get into our safe spot right now, because this could threaten life and property. Put a storm track on it so we can get as many cities, as much first alert as we can as this storm cell moves downstream. It's moving about 60 miles per hour, so we'll put this out about 60, and here's the latest timing. Be a sharp cutoff the further north you are in our region, mainly along the Highway 80 corridor and points northward, where we could see a few snowflakes fly, but the southern half of the state right now looks to have the better chance to see accumulating totals here when it comes to the snow chance. Camera down there on the campus of Troy University. Of course, the snow is all over the quad, all over the buildings, and just impacting them down there in Troy. And we're seeing a lot of those impacts across parts of South Alabama. But earlier today, if you can believe it, Lake Charles, Louisiana was under a blizzard warning thanks to this whole system. And we're still seeing this moisture transport in our direction. So that's why we're expecting several inches of snow for parts of South Alabama. Monet Stevens, she's currently in Greenville. And Monet, I know you're seeing snow right now, but not only that, we're hearing of some major issues on area roadways. Meteorologist Gunter here with a look at your first alert forecast. If you step outside, here's what you're seeing. We're talking sun and clouds all across central and south Alabama. This is from our ASC Credit Union Camera Network in Selma, Wetumpka, Montgomery, and Tuskegee. Although I'll say Tuskegee, you're seeing a lot more sunshine than the rest of the cameras here. All right, temperatures are warming up. Here's a look at what's happening outside right now. And if you're stepping out, maybe you're heading out later on this afternoon, you're going to notice the heat and humidity. We're already at 87 in Montgomery Today, 88 in Andalusia and 89 in Evergreen. And we're going to continue warming things up as we roll through this afternoon. Highs today projected to warm into the low 90s. So that's feeling a lot more like summer outside than spring. Wind speeds are noticeable. They're up to 15 miles per hour, sustained mainly out of the south and southwest, but gusting as we head through this afternoon, upwards of 20 to 25 miles per hour. This is all leading up to our rain and storm chance that arrives tonight into the early morning hours on Wednesday. No rain right now, though, on First Alert Doppler radar, although we could see 1 or 2 showers try to form later on this afternoon for some of our northern counties like Tallapoosa, Coosa, over toward Chilton, and places like Perry. The bulk of the shower and thunderstorm activity will arrive later on tonight. It's already starting to form in northern portions of Alabama. You see rain and storms ongoing there near Nashville and over toward Florence and the Shoals region. That's going to move in our direction as we roll through this evening and then eventually impact us tonight. In the meantime, though, warm is the word. We're up to 90 this afternoon or above. Overnight lows will hover in the 70s, but take note that showers and thunderstorms start to enter the region as we head toward midnight and into the morning hours on our Wednesday morning. Here's the latest look at our Storm Prediction Center severe weather outlook, and you can see the higher risk for storms is in North Mississippi, North Alabama, over toward North Georgia, and most of Tennessee. Now, that's a level 3 out of 5 risk. Our scale goes from 1 to 5, with 5 being the highest. The higher risk is to our north. This lowers as it pushes southward. That means the line's going to be weakening as it does, and we have a level 2, level 1 risk for stronger storms. Our primary threats that we're giving you a first alert for: damaging wind gusts, hail, heavy rain, and lightning. We'll watch that through the night. Here's the latest look at timing on First Alert by hour. We're heating things up today near 90, plus or minus a degree on either side. 1 or 2 showers try to form as early as 7 o'clock to places like Clanton, Alex City, Dadeville, over toward Wetumpka, and over toward Prattville. Now, eventually the main line itself arrives as we approach midnight, with showers and storms from Demopolis to Clanton, over toward Alex City, and then eventually into the river region as we head toward 4 a.m. from Greenville, Tuskegee, Union Springs, over toward Phoenix City. This will continue to lose its strength and get out of here as we head toward a mid-morning on Wednesday, and then our winds will shift out of the north. Temperatures will be slightly cooler, and we're looking at lower humidity as we head toward Wednesday afternoon and really through the end of this week. So as you look at your First Alert 7-day forecast, you can see temperatures, big story today at 93. Humid factor making it feel warmer than that outside. Low side will be near 70 with rain and storms through the morning hours on Wednesday. That's why I have the icon there. Really, that's a scattered storm threat for the morning on Wednesday. And then look at that. We're drier, cooler as we head toward the end of the week, lower humidity. It's short-lived, though, because as we move into the Memorial Day weekend, we're right back into the upper 80s, the humid factor increasing, and you guessed it, some rain and thunderstorm chances return as we head toward next week. That's a look at your First Alert 10-day outlook. We're going to have more news at noon right after this.